Carp fishing, it's not just a hobby, it's an addiction, an obsession. The non-anglers think we're mad because we brave all sorts of conditions just chasing our quarry. But I think they're mad. I feel sorry for them. They will never get that feeling of pure adrenaline when your rod rips off, sending your buzzer into meltdown. Or the feeling of your legs turning to jelly with every surge and every pull of the fish that you are playing. Nor will they get that feeling of pure relief and joy as the fish's head turns over the net cord and you realise you've got him. And you know the best thing about it? It never gets old. So join me, Sean Shoesmith, on a new water where we'll learn everything together from start to finish, the captures and the blanks. But it doesn't matter what water you're fishing, what country, what lake, what swim, the first priority always remains the same. Just one run.
Well, hello. What a way to start episode 5 with a carp. I've just stalked it out of a tree just right now. Just come around here for a bit of a tour and just get some good footage because the sun's around here. I think it might be a recapture of that zipline at £29. I don't think this is £29, but it is spawned out. And I've had a quick look, and I don't think it is. There's one scale right at the end that sort of tells me it ain't. And there was a mark on the other side of the other one. I don't think it's the same fish. I think it's a completely different fish, actually. We will confirm it, though. But at the moment, I think it's a different fish. But let's get him out. Let's get him weighed up, and let's get some footage. Lovely. Well, what a fantastic way to start episode 5. And the barren spell is over, eh? We had the halfling that fish turned out to be at 38.12, which is the biggest fish in the lake. So where we go from another one a couple of days after with the beast. Dave Levy caught a couple of days after at 38 on the nose. There's a couple challenging, and it is a different fish. The last one you'll see was £29. This is only £23. It ain't spawned £6, even though it does look like it spawned a bit. But this has got even more perfect row of scales than the last one did. It had a little break in the last one. I just really double checked it out, and yeah, it's definitely a different fish. Oh, look at him. There we go. £23. And he's like a little brother to the other one, eh? Almost identical. And another fish with an immaculate, just immaculate. There's so many nice fish in this water. It's unreal privilege to fish for him. But yep. And if you know what I mean, I'll just show you the other side of him and then we'll get him back, because I think there might be a chance for another one. Oh yeah, yeah, it's definitely a different fish. There we go. Happy days. Oh, he's behaving. He is behaving. Cut, we're gonna treat there. Treat that, because that, there we go. Lovely jubbly, eh? Just making sure, because I've got to take some stills of the video, so I'm messing around just looking at the fish. It's just because for afterwards I'm going to pause the video and take my stills that way. But yeah, happy days. Let's get him back, eh? Let me check my footage. and we're slipping back. There we go. 23 pounds of magic. Let's see if he wants to do the off. Go on then. Come on. There we go. Just lift his head over every so now. There he goes. Happy days. Come on. Hello. Welcome back. What a way to start the video. That was when it was that little fish last time. I got down here just as I am today. I'm going to do a couple of hours stalking. I've literally got about two and a half hours stalking like I did before with other fish. Great way to start the video. I've got a 72-hour session coming up next week. So hopefully there's going to be, we might come out in 2 separate videos because I've done that bit with the fish. I don't like bringing out hour-long videos. I don't think people are sitting there for an hour and watching it. Little 20 minutes, little half-hour videos, and you get more views for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, we're here. What I'm going to do, there's only 2 cars in the car park, so there's going to be loads of swims free. I'm going to get a little bit of bait. I'm going to go around there, do a lap, prime a few of me spots that I've been priming every time I've been here. And yeah, we do that. And by the time, hopefully, I come back, set a rod up, little stalking rod up with a net. Hopefully by the time I do that, fish would have been visiting the spots. They might even already be there, and hopefully we can nick a quick bite. If we can't, we're back next week for 72 hours, but that's the plan for today. 2.5 hours to get one. Let's do it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the only chance we have, because my usual spot, someone's fishing there, so I can't get near that tree. But I found some fish cruising up and down this margin here. They're not visiting my usual spot. Something's just kicked right up there though. Something really has just made it cloudy there. So I think I can't quite see it because it is right cloudy. So I do think they're up and down that margin there. So I'm going to get down here. I'm going to get some bait in. I'm going to go and do that rod. I'm going to come back. Hopefully they get on it while I'm gone. So yeah, we'll do that. So look at him. Lovely little scaly thing he is. And there is some deeper than him as well. Really patrolling the margin aggressively. And there is one there. There's one right on that spot where I want it. And this is a definite chance. I don't know if you can see him. He's just turned off the spot there. He's just turned off the spot. But this is definitely going to be my best opportunity to get a rod in there. Right, let's get back to the van, prime some baits. Let's prime the area and then get back to the van. Definitely a few fish moving through. It's right murky as well, so just wondered if there's another fish there. Right. Get some bait in. Right, you join me back. So there was fish, as I say, in the area when I climbed up the tree. I see them clearly, so I put some bait on the spot. Just a little mix of, nothing special, just a little mix of, and get that in the shot. Just a little mix, so we can zoom into that. There we go. Just pellet, a little bit of pellet emp, and a bit of bird seed. And literally 3 handfuls of that down there. It's just to keep them in the area and to feed them. There's so many little bits there. What I'm trying to do is get them competing. In a stalking situation, you want them competing. So you can sort of lower the rigging behind them. And just do it. I mean, just spend hours and hours and hours of doing it. Because until you get your first bite, you sort of think, oh, I can't see these fish feeding on my area. I can't see my rig being sucked up. You put the time and effort in. If you put the time and effort in, you see it's amazing, this style of fishing. But the sun has just gone behind me now, and then without the sun and the water, it's really hard to see on the spot because it is quite murky in a way, the water, than usual. But yeah, went back to the van. They do spook off when you put the bait in, but I'd rather spook them with bait than I would a rig, than a 3-ounce lead, because I like my heavy leads. I mean, a little bit of bait, spook off, they do usually come back. I've got about 40 minutes. I'm just going to sit here. Just even 2 hours down the lake just de-stresses me. It's like a medication. When life's getting a bit hectic, then just 2 hours, one rod, if you don't get anything. As you say, how carp is that, look? That little shot. Absolute pucker shot, that, innit? Yeah, so, and obviously my stalking rig, I'll show you before I leave, because my stalking rig's completely different to my normal rigs. Because it's stalking, I can see it. I can get away with using a supple hook link and a bit of a twist really on the rig. So I'll show you that after. I can see the rig, so usually I'm in a position to see the rig, so I don't need a stiff rig. And if I can get away with a supple, which is, my new rig is all about, combination of the two, like the combi-rig. I've got a twist on the combi-rig, which I'll show you over the 72-hour session in detail. And that's the main rig that's been doing the business. But yeah, like I said, we've got 40 minutes. We'll try and sit on your hands behind the rod. I mean, it's easy to get up the tree, but there's that chance they can see you get up that tree. I know it's really hard to do, and you just want to get up the tree just to see your rig, but sometimes it's worth just not doing it and just being patient. I've been up the tree, I've seen my rig's in the spot I've seen fish on. All I think it does need now is the fish to turn up, and it's more or less a bite. If they don't come back, obviously not, but if they do come back, the way I've been nicking them, it's pretty much a guaranteed bite if they turn back up on the spot. Obviously this is the spot that I call the slate grey 29-pound linear from a couple of episodes ago. This is the exact spot. I also caught Festa just down this margin a little bit further at 35-pound there earlier on in the spring. So yeah, we'll give it 40 minutes. If we don't have nothing, I'll show you my rig and then we'll go home, but fingers crossed, still a chance. Let's go. Right, well, as you see, I've moved, but there's nothing going on, so I'm going to go home now. But yeah, there was a fish just boshed off that reed line there, so I'll come around here. But let me just quickly show you my stalking rig, which I just cast out of a bag on it. I'll show you my stalking rig, which is completely different to all my other rigs, because like I say, look and see it, I love getting away with the old supple braid. Go, throw the bag on there, no problem. So all it is, come on this way, I like it. Let's get in the shot there. Right, so a bit of tubing, and then we've got a 2.5 ounce lead, which I have so what happens is the fish picks up, it hits the lead, it pops out, and then it's running. So I like that, and then I have the supple braid. I think it's like a 20-pound dark matter braid, and then I love the spinner rig, but I also love it on the supple braid where I can see it. So far, every time it's been picked up in the margin, in my eyesight, it hasn't been done. I have a little blob of a putty or a little sinker there. So, and this don't pop up, this with a little trimmed down pop up. It sits like that on the deck. It doesn't sit like that. It sits like that on the deck. So yeah, this is my stalking rig. I've not seen it been done yet, so this is why it's got 100% confidence in it, because until it gets done in the margin, I've got no means to change it. Just love having the supple braid with the Ronnie when you can see it and you know it's not tangled. Perfect. Size 4 wide gate, sharpened to within an inch of its life. And yeah, that's my stalking rig. Brilliant. And we are back again. How you doing? Yeah, so I left you last time with that rig, didn't I? It's been about a week and a half now, so it's going to continue on this video. But we have got 3-4 nights on this lake now this time, and I'm absolutely buzzing. I ain't done a session like this in a long time. So yeah, just loads of things coming up. I'm going to finally show you the rig that I've tweaked around all year. We've done it all year, and we've finally come to this rig, which I'm going to show you, but only if I catch. I'll only show you if I catch. Following on from the little Ronnie on the supple braid stalking rig I use, that's only because I can see it. It's sort of I love the suppleness of the braid, and it sort of integrates into that. I ain't seen no one else using it, so if you do see it anywhere else, you see it here first. But we'll get on to that. At the moment, we've got these. We've got the lake, and we're in no rush whatsoever. We're gonna go and find some fish properly. We're gonna set up on them, and we're gonna catch them. Come on, just one run. Yeah. Hiya. Sorry I've only just caught up with you guys. It's about 8 o'clock at night now. It's been a bit of a thingy day. Oh, and one fish has just rolled. Literally just here. And I've got rods just here on a baited area, 2 on one baited area. See this tree here? 2 on that tree, literally half a rod length apart, and I've filled it in with a good few kilo of bait, and that's just rolled right there, and that has just made my confidence sky high, that has, because I've got one just in the margin, just down here and all. Oh, I'm so glad I've seen that fish, because I have been seeing a couple of fish right in car park 1 over there, just jumping every so often last half hour, and I was getting worried I was set up in the wrong. The reason I set up in this swim is because this swim, you can see the whole lake. I can see the bay into my right where there's been fish all day. I can see to the left hand side the other part of the lake, and I can also see the car park bit. I can see right in front of me. It's the swim where you can see the most. So I thought I'll set up here in the day, see what the lake's doing. I've been tying all new rigs all day. I've also got a stalker rod tied up. I've also got a floater rod tied up. So I don't want to get in a situation where there's a stalking opportunity. I tie a rod up and the stalking opportunity is gone, or the same with a floater. I mean, sometimes you've got a little window of opportunity. Another fish has just full-bodied all the way down there. There is more fish down there, but it's okay. We've got a few nights. I'm willing to sit on that bait and try and get them on it. I've not been here for a couple of nights where I've been able to sit on one spot with lots and lots of bait, so that might be an option. But I know if I do see, if it's like this tomorrow and I'm sat here and it's like that, I would be around there tomorrow. But it's been a long day, so I've been messing around all day really, make sure everything's right, new rigs, new everything. Yeah, but we're out there, we're happy. We've seen a fish just 5 rod lengths off my spot. I mean, about 9 foot of water where I've put down a real solid bit of ground there. 2 on that spot, 1 in the margin, and another fish. See, now they are showing down here. Another fish just full-bodied over there. But there you go. If I get a run, you'll join me in the night. If not, I'm going to have an early night and you'll join me in the morning. Come on. Good morning, campers. This can only mean one thing. We've had one. So yeah, first light this morning. Left hand rod in that baited spot's gone ripping off, and resulted in the 22-pound 10-ounce mirror. Again, immaculate fish, immaculate mouth. Fish are just so lovely in here. Not the biggest, but there's that for a start, eh? And now that means I can show you my rig that's working. So we'll go through that. But first we'll get this up so you can have a quick look at her. And then we're slipping back. Might misbehave because she's been in the sling for about 10-15 minutes getting her. And I can see her tensing already. just bear with me. Yeah, just on a little wafter, fished on the rig, and I thought we were going to get another one because there's so much bait on the spot. It's not crapping out me bait or anything, so easy to believe if there weren't a bait, just come straight in and grab the hook bait. There he is. Lovely little 22 pound 10 ounce mirror to get the trip started off. Hopefully we can pick up a few more today. I'm going to go prime a few areas for stalking now. I'm going to reel the rods in, go and prime a few areas for stalking, check the spots later. Also see if there's a floater opportunity today because the sun's out. If not, maybe a zig opportunity with some bait over the top of the zigs. But we're going to see what we can do. We're going to work at it today and try and get a fish out. Yeah, there it is. Let's get the other side for you. There he is. Lovely jubbly. Great style. Right, let's get her back and we'll show you that rig. We'll also go and prime a few stalking areas. Brilliant, come on. There we go. Yes, come on. Right, everybody. Welcome. I said I'm going to show you my rig if I caught a fish, which has happened. And now I'm going to show you the rig that has been... I started it in May. So since May, all the fish are caught since May. The proof is in the pudding. If you go back and watch all my videos, what I've caught, and 90% is on this rig. I came out of it because, as you see earlier on, my little stalker rig is on a supple braid, Ronnie rig, supple braid, spinner rig, or whatever you want to call it, on a supple bit of braid, because I like the fact that it's got so much movement. It weighs nothing. It flies up into the mouth, and like I say, I've watched the stalking rig on many other occasions, and it's never been done. I've not seen it been done. So the carp, as soon as it's picked it up, it's usually been hooked and away, and we're in. So, but I wanted to fish that rig on the bottom out there. But the only reason I was fishing it in the margins is because I could see it. I knew it weren't tangled, and obviously with braid, if it gets done, there's no. If it gets done, it's prone to tangling. I mean, you want something that's going to reset itself every time. So just brainstorming really, and I've come up with as you see, you need 4 or 5 inches of fluorocarbon, 25 pound, just 4 or 5 inches. Then what you're going to do, you're going to figure of 8 loop knot, 30 pound bit of braid on a figure of 8 loop knot, and a blood knot tied to a spinner swivel. So 25 pound fluorocarbon, 30 pound braid, blood knot attached to the swivel, and just a figure of 8 loop knot, loop to loop, onto the fluorocarbon. And trust me, I've pulled that and it goes nowhere. Then you're going to need a hook. I like these as sharp as anything. I know people moan about them, about one hook, one fish, but that's what you want when you're fishing for these nice carp. I want one hook, one fish, and to be honest, I usually get 2 or 3 fish, because after I have a fish, it only buns over the end. You can usually file it pretty much where it was in the first place. So, bit of time spent, and obviously that goes onto your spinner swivel, like so. Then, little kicker, trim the little kicker off, like that. Over the top. All down into place. I've gone for red because I'm fishing a massive bed of bait out there. So I've gone for red. I just want it to stand out from any other bait item out on the lake bed. Bait goes on, wheeled down, pink pop up, and then followed by a little hook bead at the end. Sorry guys, bear with me. Need good eyesight for this bit. There we go. Have that opposite the, set that round opposite the barb of the hook, like so. And there we have it. Then we're going to need some putty just to tidy this little knot up right at the end of the putty is really important. I'll probably put a bigger lump than this on because the putty is really important, but for now, just for the purpose of this video, this is what we got. Then followed by an anti-tangle sleeve at the end, but that is what we got. So then I can fish something that resets itself when it's picked up. That's going to reset itself every time. With the anti-tangle sleeve just pushed out, and then the putty flings out the rest of it, and it resets itself every time. Then I've still got this part. What I really want is, so look at that. That's the movement I want. So when the fish picks it up, it doesn't feel nothing. With fluorocarbon, it comes into contact with something pretty much straight away. But with this, it still ain't come into contact until it's in the fish's mouth, and then it hits that putty. That putty is so important because it goes in the fish's mouth, hits the putty, straightens everything out, and drops back down into the bottom lip, and away you go. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, the proof is in the pudding. Just watch back the videos, all the fish I have. I finally showed it. I've not seen anyone else do this. So if you do hear of it kicking off, this is where you heard it first, right? Call it what you want. The combi Ronnie, the spinner Ronnie, the combi spinner. Call it whatever you want. Combi spinner rig, combi Ronnie. And yeah, get on it. Trust me, get on it. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Move or swim. After you see that rig making there, it was just one fish too many in this area, and that was it. I had to move. Yeah, so moved it. Literally 10 minutes. I went to the shop, come back, put my rod out. 10 minutes later, we've had this beauty at £25. Look at that. Same rig with his tail there, so easily recognisable. Absolute stunning fish. Brilliant. Wow, what a move. It's always the way in this place. I don't stay anywhere too long, these fish, and you have to move, but look at that. Absolutely brilliant. Well happy with this. Well happy with this. It's got sort of like a two-tone colour as well. I am so happy with this fish. Wicked. Same again. That combi Ronnie. Just after showing you the rig, the proof is in the pudding, eh? That is the proof in the pudding. Don't get more than that. Showed you the rig. An hour later, £25. Brilliant, let's get him back. Yes, come on. Hopefully to move many more. Hey, no tea. Look at that. Beef rib burgers. Look at this bit. Tender and juicy with a creamy 5 cheese and pepper sauce. Look at that. Oh. Rib burgers. And then look at this. Oh, here we go. So we've done, we've absolutely soaked the floor. Took away the barks, absolutely soaked the floor. So we've got no thingy of burning the floor there. And it's almost ready for these rib burgers. And here's the scene we're greeted with tonight. That's where I had that come up from. The end of this willow here. So I reckon they're going to be up and down this margin at some point in the next 24 hours, which would lead me into being I'm definitely going to get another bite from over there. There's been too many fish in this area. One is also under this willow. Well, no, it's actually along this reed line. I think this geezer's going opposite me, but he was here first, and he was slightly overcasting. But I said I'll leave it over there as soon as he's going, but I will be moving it into my usual spot when I'm here, which is that willow. I have an adjustable zig just here. And yeah, then are going to be the spots. The open water spot is just for the adjustable zig, I think. So a lot of lines in the water in the open water spot, so I'm sure I'm just better off on the margins. But yeah, glorious. One little bit more flame, that goes out. As I say, that it lights up again. But yeah, that's the scene that's with us tonight. Come on, just one run. Good morning, campers. As you can tell by that little bit of footage, we've got not one but two carp this morning. One off an adjustable zig, which was this one, and the other one off the combi-rig. Been resting up in the sacker a bit because I had other fish to deal with, but this fish, £21, but it's not about the £21. It's come on, behave. They're all like this, you know. They're all like this. It just, every fish is his own. Come on, behave. You don't mind catching 21-pounders like this all day long. So yeah, within the hour, adjustable zig, 2 foot under the surface. Figured out which thing with adjustable zig as well. My hook link's shorter now, so I can literally cast it out without sticking the hook bait to the float. And all I do is put some foam, 2 bits of foam on the hook bait, so it stays on the hook bait. So as soon as I put it out, I let it all the way up to the top, pull it down until I see the foam go under the surface. I know the foam's under the surface then, and then I can wind in 2 foot. So quick and simple. And I actually done this adjustable zig in the dark. I just felt for the I wound down to the float by just feeling for the tension on the line. As soon as I felt tension on the line, I knew the float was on the surface, and then brought it 2 foot. Trusted myself, and yeah, this is what to show for it. Come on, behave yourself, behave yourself. Doesn't like that. I hate when they rest up in the sling. Just bear with me. Doesn't like me picking him up. show everyone how beautiful you are. There he is. Look at that. Wow. He's saying special, isn't he? He's lost a scale this side, so we'll treat that. Just got cut off by a phone call there. Yeah, so adjustable zig. This one to answer for, look at him. Very, very special fish. Gonna be a very special fish when he gets bigger, isn't it? Wow. Blown away. Yes, let me get some stills of him. Yes, yes, and I'll get the other one out. This is another special. Wow. What a frame on this fish. This fish is going to be massive. This fish is going to be £30 all day long. At the moment it's about £22. Little scales on this side of him. Oh God. Has he got one on that side? No, he hasn't got one on this side. But a special, special fish nonetheless. Will he let me lift him up? Oh, this is going to be a big fish, this is. You can tell just by the frame. Can't behave yourself. Bear with me, this one is absolutely angry. Wow, that's some carp. This is the best one of the trip. You don't mind catching them. Let me show the other side, because the other side has got a mad little row of scales at the bottom. So you can easily recognise this fish. Perfect little, underneath the linear, perfect little starburst scales. Beautiful. Just the wrist of the fish, you just know this fish is going to go £30. The frame's too big. It's like a frame of a £30 in half. Come on, behave yourself. Look at that. That's magic. This one coming off the Ronnie combi. Let's get a few stills of him. Ooh, come on! I've just lost one. I have just lost a big fish on the top. See the bolt bubble, stand up tall and get pulled. There's a fish right next to my float right now. Oh. I've just got him literally just feeding finicky again. There may be one more chance. It was up at 20, that fish. I'm absolutely devastated. Only, oh look. See you guys in a minute. Let me try and get one.